Because English language is like a spell. Every time you speak, you create a spell. That's why it's there. It has spelling in it.
Spelling, yes.
Yeah. So it's a spell. So when you speak a spell properly, then only it works. If you don't know the English language properly, and if you don't know the roots of words, you will never understand anything. For example, if you say physics, the word physics, you will keep on saying physics. Even if you go to a professor in university who is a professor of physics, you can ask him, what does physics mean? He will not be able to answer you. You can go to any university in this world and ask the professor of physics, just tell me what the word physics means. You are a professor of physics, just tell me what that means. And they won't be able to tell you. Because that's how hollow their learning is in these institutions. They're not for teaching you anything. Physics comes from the word phi, phi. Phi means golden ratio.
Yeah.
And 6 comes from the root scissor, cutting. Cutting up of phi ratios. That's all physics is. Cutting up of phi ratio. And what is phi ratio? You see Vishnu sitting always. And he has got a conch in his hand. Every image of Vishnu will have conch in his hand.
Yeah.
And Shankh. Yeah. Shankh has the spiral which is in Shankh is a golden mean spiral. That is phi ratio. And all of the nature out here on earth is based on that ratio. All the leaves, all the trees, everything, the whole earth.
Like the Fibonacci sequence.
No, that Fibonacci sequence, that it has a visual representation.
Yeah.
Ratio. Yeah. So it's called golden mean spiral. So that's what phi ratio is. So they will not teach you this at school. Even if you take the word chemistry or any word, chemistry, biology, anything, chemistry, you won't know what chemistry means. Chemistry comes from the word chem. Chem was an Egyptian word. History of chem. Chem means blackness. History means the history of blackness from the black void from which the universe came out. That's what it means. All of these things are not taught to people. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, because that's where power lies. And Jyotish is connected to that. You can't be a Jyotishi if you don't know the English language properly from inside out. And if you don't know Sanskrit properly, you can't be Jyotishi either. And when I mean Sanskrit properly, it doesn't mean that you say 100 shloks all the time from your mouth. You have to know the root of things. Like when you say ka. Ka is the first of Devanagari script. What is ka, ka, ga, ga?
Yeah.
So ka is the first word, right? What is ka? People don't know what ka is. Ka means charge. Charge, like electricity, charge.
Electric charge, okay.
Charge. Which became ka in Egyptian. Which became Kabbalah. Which became Kaaba of the Muslims. Kaaba. What is Ba? Ba is vehicle. A vehicle. So charge vehicle. A vehicle on which charge flows. So if you know the nakshatra where the word ka is, will be in Adra. Each nakshatras are associated to different letters. And how that energy corresponds to that, you will have to know all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is Jyotish actually connects to linguistics and everything. It is not separate from linguistics even. If you don't know those things, you can't know about nakshatras. It's all interconnected and interwoven. The whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah. So the subject is very vast in that way. You have to know the numbers, you have to know numerology for sure. You have to know linguistics, root meanings of letters from the very basic core, what they are. Word makes the world. Word makes world. L. Word is only, and L is different. Only one L is different, isn't it?
Yeah.
But what is L? L just means turning. You're taking a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. L is just a turn. Which is the word L meant the turning from light to matter or from matter to light. So that's how word made the world. And that's how that transformation took place. You can either turn a circle into a line or line back into circle.